Welcome to day 408, everybody. 408. Today we are going to talk about how to worry less about money using some Stoic philosophy. And as you know, Stoicism is one of my favorite philosophies just because it's practical. You can use it. And it's very much in alignment with Eastern traditions about equanimity and calmness inside of you. So today's video is a short 11-minute video with several tips, and I'm going to hit a couple of them, the important ones. Okay, the important ones. Tip number one. Let's just get started. Oh, actually, comment if you have any anxiety over money, and by that, you might worry about the bills. You might you might have arguments with your spouse over the bills. Maybe your spouse doesn't like your Amazon shopping. You've already spent the money before it's even hit your bank account. Let's say payday's Friday, and you've already started, like on Tuesday, Wednesday, you've already started spending it. So let me give you tip number one. All right. There's money problems and money worries. All right. There's a difference. So a money problem is like, dude, they're gonna tow your car. They're coming for your car. You are 2 months behind on your mortgage payment, and you're getting letters that they're threatening to foreclose on you. You missed rent for the last 2 or 3 months, and now they are easing up the rental abatement, and they're going to start evictions again. Those are money problems. Your credit, like you can't even make the minimum payment on your credit cards. Those are money problems. All right. Money worries are you've got enough to pay the bills, but there's not much left after that. Money worries would be like, you can afford to throw a little party for your kid's birthday, but you can't do it as big as you want. Money worries might be your spouse. You're worried they might get laid off, or you might get laid off. Okay, these are money worries. That's money anxiety. Money problems are, it's a problem. Like, they're coming to evict you. So if you have money problems, the tip for me to tell you is like, dude, the time for worrying is fucking over. It's not. The thing that you have to do is immediately take action. Does that make sense? So you have to know this sounds weird, but a lot of people don't. They confuse the two, money problems and money worries. I know, I was there, man. I was $4 million in debt. I was treading water. I was trying to keep things afloat back in 2008. From 2008 to 2011, I was just, barely keeping my nose above water. And I had serious money problems, but I was taking action, but I was taking the wrong actions because I didn't have a mentor. I was embarrassed. I didn't know who to turn to. I had no one to talk to. So the first thing you need to do is, if you're having a money problem, is to take action. Call your bank, call your landlord, ask for extensions, ask for help, talk to somebody who actually went through it. Start looking at bankruptcy. It's hard, but you really need to take a look at that, okay? And then really take action. Seriously, pick up the phone, call your bank, call your credit cards, and ask for some forbearance, forgiveness, decrease, refinance, whatever it is you need to do. It's a pandemic time. People, trust me, they understand. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, if you just have general money worries, like you're just not living your best life, you want more, money worries people. And as a general rule, these are the paycheck to paycheck people. So if you're living paycheck to paycheck, this is you. And it doesn't matter how much you make. It doesn't matter how big of your salary is. You know, like there are people making $200,000, $250,000, $300,000 a year, and they have serious money worries because they are living paycheck to paycheck. So comment if that's you, if you're living paycheck to paycheck. So, and that's why you're watching this video. This video is for you, okay? Tip number 3. And this is one of the major things about Stoic philosophy that's important. Understand this: your peace of mind is much more important than your status. So what if you lose your job? So what if you have to move from a 4-bedroom house down to a 1-bedroom apartment? That's extreme. You know, I lost my personal house. I lost all my rental properties back in 2010, 11. And it was hurtful. But what happened was because of my pride, I kept trying to make this work out, and I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, and so I just stretched out the pain. And if I had put my ego aside, which is what Stoicism teaches you, and said, okay, you know what, like, I need help, and I need resources, and I need a mentor. And if I had a decent mentor, they would have said, you need to declare bankruptcy and move on, then, and let it all go. Don't try to hold on to anything, you know, and make the process like faster and smoother. Put your ego behind you so that way you can have peace of mind and get through that forest, get through that jungle, man. Like, that would have been very, very helpful. But I was clinging on to titles and power and position and reputation. And I was not in a position to be like that. Some of y'all watching me, and I don't know where this video finds you, but you might be really in a bad situation. You might finally be realizing that this pandemic has taken its toll. You might be realizing that, yes, the business is gone. Like, the job is firing people. The business is not reopening. The restaurant's not reopening. Like, you are in trouble. So what you have to do is do your practices, meditate, goal set, journal, so you can clear your mind to take the right action, okay? Next tip. This one's really, really important. Really important. Actually, I want to save this one. Let me do another one from Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius says, like, you should not think about all the things that you want and get upset because you don't have the nicest car, the nicest clothes, or whatever it is you want. Don't think about things that you want and be upset that you don't have them. Marcus Aurelius says what you need to do is look at what you have, and imagine your life without them. That's powerful. Look, and it might be shitty. You might be in a small apartment. You might have a hand-me-down couch. You might have hand-me-down clothes. But look at what you have and imagine your life without them. And he said that will really help your frame of mind, okay? So applying this to my present day, right? I turned my life around. 45 years old, I left surgery. I retired with passive income. But what I do need is highest speed internet. Like, I have to have, like, Erica used to try to, like, cheapen. I'm like, babe, like, I want the top thing that they offer. I have to download videos. This is my work. Like, don't skimp it. So she finally learned that lesson, and like, when we moved to this house, she got, like, the highest level that of internet that she could get. So if I look at my life and I go right now, present day, right? And I sit there and think, like, if I did not have high-speed internet, oh my God, like, I would be really screwed. That makes me appreciate my high-speed internet. We have a very good standard of living right now. If I didn't have, you know, this garden or this patio or this house or whatever, like, I would be much more upset. I have Mr. Jones. I have a 2007 Toyota Sequoia that I bought for cash for $8,000, and that bad boy runs strong. He's dirty, And I prefer to drive Mr. Jones than my Lexus, which is sitting in my car, and my battery on my little fob died, and I can't even get into my damn Lexus. I haven't driven it since I moved here 6 weeks ago. Maybe that's why, I don't know. So I think about what I have and appreciate it. So it's that Sheryl Crow song. It's not getting what you want, it's wanting what you got. So if you have money anxieties, wanting what you got will fix a lot of them, as opposed to sit there and saying, I need to keep up with the Joneses. I need a new purse. I need a new car. I need a new this and that. If you can afford a new car, good, fine. But if you can't, if you're having anxiety because you're worried, like the pink slip's coming, the bills are coming, the pink, the pink envelopes, they try to trick me and, like switch from pink envelopes to like blue envelopes. And I was like, if the creditors are calling, dude, you shouldn't be looking at another purse. You shouldn't be looking at Amazon, Prime, right? But that's really powerful. This idea that you think about, you shift your framework into wanting what you got, and the gratitude that if I didn't have this, my life would be much worse. Does that make sense? Next number. This is the big one. We're almost done too. I learned this the hard way, and I heard this as I was coming out of everything and turning my life around, and I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't I hear this sooner? So you know how when you go to conferences, and I've done these talks about like, things like on like from stage, when you go to rah conferences, they'll tell you like, take action, go take action, motivation, go do it, go get it done. That's good, but let me duck it up for you. Let me give you something that's even better than just take action. This is super important. Next tip, doing the obvious. This is obvious, right? Doing the wrong thing at the right time is a mistake. Doing the wrong thing at the right time is a mistake. But doing the right thing at the wrong time is also a mistake. That's a little confusing, so let me say it one more time. Doing the wrong thing at the right time is an obvious mistake. But doing the right thing at the wrong time is also a big mistake. That was super powerful, man. When I heard that, I was like, dude, where were you back in 2008? Doing the right thing at the wrong time. So I'll give you an example. Right now, a lot of Americans are buying houses, and they are moving from the cities, they're working from home. We have a huge real estate bubble. Dr. Vuong, it's my dream to have my own house. Listen, home ownership is a massive lie, and I could talk about that in another video. But let's say I'll give you, like, okay, so you think you're doing the right thing, right? And you have your taxes filed, you've got your paperwork in, you qualify for a loan, you have good credit. Maybe you saved a lot of money during this pandemic, and you have your down payment, or you can pay cash or whatever, and you want to buy a house. And you did everything right to buy a house. Problem is, right now is the wrong time to be buying a house. Whether you believe me or not, right now is the wrong time to be buying a house. No, Dr. Vuong, it's always a good time to be buying a house. No, it's not. No, it's not true. Okay? There are times to... I'm renting this house. I mean, I'm not embarrassed to tell you that. I live in this nice, real big house with this nice backyard and the pool and the hot tub, and I'm renting it for $3,800 a month in Houston. Now, you might sit there and go, that's fucking twice my mortgage. You could have a mortgage for that, Dr. V. I don't want a fucking mortgage right now. It's not a good time to be buying a house. You do the right thing at the wrong time. It's also a problem, right? Doing the wrong thing at the right time is also a problem. So what's the right thing? Well, it depends on what you're after, but right now, the right thing to do is to sell. That's why it's called a seller's market. You get multiple offers. I saw this report yesterday that said 50% of the homes right now are being sold in under a week. Homes listed are being sold in under a week and for more than asking price. That is a fucking bubble. That is the time to sell. Sit down. See, people are like, but I got to buy a house. I got to do this. I got to move. Dude, just rent. But what happens is emotionally, you get high. Emotions high. Remember, emotions high, intellect's low. So when your emotions are high, it's like an auction or anything like that, where you get totally bugged and bothered. I gotta move. I got the sun in my eyes. New house, I'll figure out. Let me show you the pool. Y'all can look at the pool and the hot tub. We were out in the hot tub all yesterday. Last night, see? And then my next door neighbor is building this big ass house. He's a pharmacist and his wife is a CPA. I'm like, okay, man. I mean, lumber prices have gone through the roof. But you know, these are things you plan years in advance. Nice guy, Vietnamese pharmacist. So, but doing the right thing at the wrong time is also a disaster. So what you're gonna see is in the next year or so, people are gonna go, I don't get it. I can't afford this house. The bank is coming, foreclosure, like what, blah, 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 blah. I'm upside down in my house. This is, that's called house rich, money poor. I think that's what it's called, where all your assets are tied into this house and you're upside down on the house. Trust me, it's going to be horrible. So when this bubble bursts, as all bubbles will burst, that would be the time to buy. But problem is when the bubble bursts and you did the right thing at the wrong time, you are so fucking butthurt. I am telling you, you are so upset, so bothered, like you can't believe it. Now you get like, it's called punch drunk. Like, you know, when boxers get punched in the face too much, like they get punch drunk and you're kind of lost. So when the shit hits the fan, you are so lost. You don't know what to do. That's the problem. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So right now is the time to chill the fuck out. Everything's at a bubble. The stock market's at a bubble. The real estate's at a bubble. Bitcoin is at a fucking bubble. Nobody here should be buying $57,000, $80,000, $60,000 Bitcoin, man. You got to focus on your equanimity, your peace of mind, because when it's time to take action, you need to take the right action. You know, well, Dr. Vuong, what are you doing? I'm mostly in cash. I am mostly in cash. But Dr. Vuong, you said inflation is going to go up, erode this. I know. I mean, it is a risk, you know. So I'm buying these $40,000 houses. I'm not managing it. I have a friend who has a company, and they find all these properties. They're all throughout the United States, and I'm moving some of that to cash. I have one stock that is betting against the stock market. So when the stock market goes down, my stock will go up. It's a ETF, electronic traded fund. It represents 10% of my portfolio. I'm not putting like all of it on it. It's 10% of my portfolio. These little houses is about, you know, one fourth of my portfolio. So 25% of my portfolio is in these little houses. They're not even little houses. They're just cheap houses. And, you know, I don't really have Bitcoin. I don't really do any of this other stuff. The rest is cash. As in, like, I could go wire you money. Like, it's cash. That's what I have. So, let me give you the elevator tip. Who wants the elevator tip? Let's do this. So, people who right now, who are like real estate agents, they are banking. It's one of the best things you could be doing right now is listing houses, right? What I want you to do, though, is up your real estate game for the next 12 months while the real estate market is hot. Like hit it hard. Don't take any vacations. Don't take any time off. Don't go anywhere. Don't spend your fucking money. Like hoard your commissions like a fucking squirrel, like nuts. Like just hoard your commissions and put your head down and just fucking like open houses every weekend. Go call people, call all your friends, call everybody. It says, hey, do you want to buy a house? You want to buy a house? You want to sell your house? You want to sell your house? Sell your house? Like call everybody. Go nonstop. Don't you dare take a vacation this year if you're a real estate agent. This is your boom time. This is your boom time, because when this market busts, that's when most of the real estate agents get out of it because they can't make their money. But if you will listen to me and go hard, if you're a real estate agent, you'll be doing the right thing at the right time. Right thing at the right time for a real estate agent is to work your ass off. No vacations. Oh, I'm making this baller money right now because I'm a real estate agent. Don't you dare go on vacation. Don't you dare spend a cent of it. You gotta hoard it, because when the market crashes, guess who has first access to all these people? You do. Keep your Rolodex. Keep your contact sheet going. All right, let me give you the elevator tip. This is important. Like, Dr. Vuong, you need to help me. I have money problems. You need to fix me. Elevator tip. You're not broken. You are not broken. That's the elevator tip. We are not fixing you. If you're watching this, the purpose of this video is not to fix you. I'm not going to fix you. You're not broken. Okay? What we are fixing is some belief you have that's wrong. So the elevator tip is you are not broken. We're not fixing you. We are fixing some belief. So here's your homework. What I want you to do is to think about, write down, talk to your accountability partner. What is it? What philosophy, what belief do I have about money that is wrong? Right? What did I hear about money growing up? Money doesn't make you happy. Money doesn't grow on trees. Like a rich man, easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than a rich man through heaven. That sort of stuff. Like rich people are greedy, right? Rich people are selfish. No, they're not. It's just not true. I don't deserve it. So let me give you an example. This is a bonus tip. Let's say if you think about it, and this ties into obesity. For those of you watching me, you're like, what the fuck is an obesity surgeon talking about money? If you've ever, if I asked you, why did you gain weight? And let's say, for example, you'll say, oh, I just never valued myself. I always put my husband or my kids, what they wanted to eat. I always put them ahead of me. And I'd say, why is that? Well, maybe, I don't know, I just never felt like I was worthy. What do you mean? Like I never deserved it. Okay, so let's say that's your belief, right? I don't deserve it. What don't you deserve? I don't deserve to get my way. I don't deserve my opinion. I don't deserve the foods I want. Like I don't deserve a healthy life. What is it you fucking don't think you deserve, right? So you say, well, if your belief is I don't deserve it, then guess what? You're not going to go for the promotion. You're not going to go back to school. You're not going to go, you're not going to go up and ask that person for a date. I mean, this mindset of I don't deserve it will affect every area of your life. Now, bonus tip. Who loves my bonus tips, right? If you sit there, you're gonna have a big aha here, okay? If you go, I don't deserve it, then guess what happens? So now you're going to start going to go spend money on things that make you feel like you deserve it. So you get a little bonus check. You get a little commission. You get a little extra money. You get a little insurance settlement from a car wreck. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to go take that money and you're going to go buy a new purse, buy a pair of shoes. You're going to go buy a new car. You're going to be like, fuck you, Dr. V, buy a house right now. Because why? You are thinking in your head, I don't deserve this, so I better buy it now. I better do something with it now. I want to spend this money So it makes me feel better about me. Does that make sense? In this moment, I need to feel better about me because I don't like me. I don't deserve this. Oh man, I'm waiting for the other shoe to fall. Oh, just my luck. This, I know this is gonna happen. If I get this settlement, if my rich uncle died and I get a little $10,000 check as he remembered me, I'm just waiting for my husband to come take it. He's gonna spend it. He's gonna buy me a new car. You understand what I'm saying? Is that an aha for you? If you constantly feel like I don't deserve it, the second you have a little bit of money, whether it's a bonus or whatever it is, you're going to spend it trying to fulfill this empty space inside of you that says, I don't deserve it. Aha. So what we're fixing is not you. You're not broken. It's your beliefs. And as long as you have these beliefs, you're going to take the wrong action at the right time. You're going to always do the right thing at the wrong time. Does this make sense? What the fuck does that have to do with weight loss surgery, Dr. V? That's weight regain. That is snacking at night. What I just said to you is snacking at night. Explains your snacking at night. Explains, oh, just come motivate me, Dr. V. Oh, I just need to get back on track. I just need more motivation. I don't know why I self-sabotage. Shut the fuck up. Who understands what I'm trying to tell you? You are trying to fill a void inside of you. Whether it's a new dick, whether I went there. Did he really just say that? Yeah, I went there. You lost 100 pounds, you're still 180, and you think this guy at the end of the bar who's got more tattoos than teeth is somehow gonna fix your problem? You're kidding yourself. You are kidding yourself, man. Does that make sense? It won't, literally, it won't fill. It won't fill the hole. You've got to sit down and understand that it's me. There is something inside of me, some belief. I'm not worthy. I'm not good at math. I can't handle my finances. Money always burns a hole in my pocket. My parents never taught me about money. My first marriage, my husband, my spouse handled all the money. Money stresses me out. All this sort of stuff. You got to write this down. So that's your homework for today, for this week. I want you to write down like all the stuff you say. You like, I can't do percentages. I don't understand when they sit there and say 30% off. Oh, that sounds like a good deal. I'm just gonna buy it. Like, what? No, it's not. It's not. Okay? You understand? I love you. Have a great, amazing day.